New Jersey's #1 online radio station. Listen live at nonfictionradio.com or download the Nonfiction Radio app on your phone or Android device. Follow us on Twitter, IG, Facebook, and Snapchat at Nonfiction Radio. Lock us in to call on the hotline, 973-536-1165. That's 973-536-1165. For booking info, nonfictionbooking@gmail.com. Now, back to your regularly scheduled program on Nonfiction Radio. If it ain't nonfiction, it's just fiction.
What up, though? This is Big Snoop Dogg, and you're listening to Nonfiction Radio, the #1 station in Jersey. So says Big Snoop Dogg.
Nonfiction Radio.
Jersey #1 station, goddammit. Translation. Listen to it, cause it's what you've been asking for.
Translation, nigga.
Just the other day, I was talking to the weatherman about today. I know all he could say was no one knows tomorrow. See, I can read the weather child, I can tell me beat the river for the sunshine. But that's as far as my guess goes, cause no one knows tomorrow. No one knows tomorrow. Time it wasn't need to go to war. All the killing just to settle someone else's score. But the victory isn't even sure. No one knows tomorrow. So we can study history and philosophy and places ideology. But tomorrow's a mystery. No one knows tomorrow. No one knows tomorrow. No one knows tomorrow. No one knows tomorrow. Tomorrow is your opportunity to fail or be successful if you please. Yes, indeed. Tomorrow is a politician's today. Is the victim of decisions and the future of our children. So when I die someday, will I be in heavenly places singing hallelujah with an angel on the piano? Or will I be just another contribution to the earth, the trees, the grasses, as tomorrow slowly passes? No one knows, 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 no one knows. So when I die someday, will I be in heavenly places singing hallelujah with an angel on the piano? Or will I be just another contribution to the earth, the trees, the grasses, as the miles slowly passes? No one knows, no one knows, no one knows, no one Woke up early this morning with a smile on my face. Thought you were next to me, but then I see you walking away. Something alright this morning. Is it a sign he's leaving me? So I call on a friend whom I know better than me. She says you worry much about things you don't understand, but don't give up if it doesn't go with the plan. Why not have some fun while you're still young and still okay? Cause life is short, do what you can today. Why can't we be happy? Why can't we be happy? What is life about? Did nobody tell you? The reason why I ask, I can see you're so confused. Oh, you worry much about the things you can't see. You have it all with your money, you still complain. Why not live this life while you're still young and still okay? Cause life is short, do what you can today. Why can't we be happy? Why can't we be happy? Tell me why can't we be happy? Why can't we be happy? Why can't we be happy?
Good morning. No, sorry, it's noon.
Really?
I guess I'm feeling sleepy. Oh my God.
It's good.
Good afternoon. No, I made a mistake. You ought to correct me. Not like, excuse me. You're saying it's good. Good. What's good? Like I was gonna say good afternoon, and I said good morning.
So you
and
go
then
ahead
all you
and
need to
correct
do,
yourself.
all you need to do is just say, "Hello, Mary. It's afternoon."
No, you've just
But you're
done-
saying-
you just did that.
You're saying
right?
that's good.
You
What's
just
good
did that.
about
You
it?
just did that right.
Do we always have to fight every day we come here? Because we came in here
Are you
smiling.
sure? Are you sure we're fighting?
Yes, I'm fighting. Yeah.
No.
No, but on a very serious note, what you're doing is not fair,
Okay,
and I hope you
sorry.
know
Good
that.
afternoon.
I hope you know that.
Good afternoon, our friends all over the world. How you guys doing today?
Who asked you?
I'm doing that on your behalf.
Nobody asked you.
Oh,
Like,
really?
when is your turn to speak?
Seriously?
You speak. When is your turn to say hi? You say hi. I've not asked you. Like, I'm
Oh,
gonna.
really?
Yeah, I'll come first.
Oh, okay. Ladies first.
And then I will greet first. I will say all I have to say first. Then I would say, you will know when I'm giving you an opportunity to
Then
speak.
the woman speaks first, but the man pay the bill first.
Are you feeling pained? Are you feeling pained about that?
No.
I hope your wife gets to listen
No,
later so that she will know that somebody is feeling pained about carrying. Man, it's your responsibility. Like, am I supposed to do it for you?
Yeah, looking for a baby that will be doing it for you.
Mama must hear this later. I will personally encourage her to listen to this and hear what you said. Yeah, you
It's
wouldn't beg
okay.
me?
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
That's not how to beg. You would say please.
Please.
Okay, listeners, it's good to be back this Saturday afternoon. Apologies, I was actually feeling sleepy and I said morning. And the weather, the weather is kind of...
On this part of the world.
Oh, yeah, in this part of the world is noon. Even in Africa, it's noon. No, it's not noon, but like it's afternoon, though. Late afternoon. Late afternoon. I refuse to be confused. Like, I'm not confused.
Yeah, you feel sleepy.
It's late afternoon there, so it's still in order. Look, I'm just talking about here right now. The weather, it looks like morning. Yeah, it looks like one should just go back to sleep. Plus, it's a bit cold.
Oh my God.
It's a bit cold outside, You're not responding, like, don't you? Is it not cold outside?
Oh, I guess you said when you finished talking.
There you go. You came here to make fun today. Eh?
No. We just have to
You've
catch
eaten
fun.
so much. You've eaten so much today. I remember last Saturday, I guess you were hungry. I more or less was compelling you to talk, right? So today you've eaten a lot.
Praise
and,
be to Jah. Praise be to Jah.
And you have a lot of things to
Praise
say.
be to Jah. It's okay.
So what did you eat this morning, if I may know?
Huh? A little slice of bread and water, just to keep body together.
Oh, okay.
I
Are
didn't
you trying to
really-
keep fit?
I
or
didn't
what?
really. The kids are asking me for 6-pack.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Say they don't want
Who wants-
stomach pack.
Who wants to have 6 packs? You?
Sure.
Oh Lord! It's gonna
So-
take like 2 years.
So we're gonna trim it down.
It's gonna take like 2 years.
I don't mind.
And those 2 years will be like with serious hard work, like hard work.
Sure, Rome was
Because
not built in a
your,
day.
your stomach doesn't look like something that is gonna go down in 6 months.
Rome wasn't built in a day, you know that.
So you want the 6 packs? Oh my
Yeah.
God.
6-pack, here I come. So one of these days,
Okay, I
probably
wish you well.
I'll just run the show myself alone, then I'll have a freestyle.
Okay.
And I'll
I
be
wish
able to
you well
come
with your...
in short sleeve. I'll be able to come and show them.
I look forward to that moment, and I wish
Okay.
you well with your tummy training
Yeah.
and your 6 packs goal.
Yeah.
All the best.
That's good.
Okay, this is Success Today. My name is Mary, and
I'm
the
Dr.
studio
King.
with- I was gonna say in the studio with, then you said
I'm
Dr.
Dr. King.
But when I'm saying in, you are saying Dr. King. Okay, good to have you here. We're gonna go on a quick commercial break and then take 2 songs, and then we'll be back with the topic for today. Today's topic is really, really, really interesting. We're going to be talking about workplace mental health and then daily stress strategies. You understand? Those are what we'll be talking about. We'll just go on a quick commercial and then take 2 songs, and then we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the 4 walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Ranger Station, Ranger speaking.
Hi. I'd like to report a bear hug.
Okay.
Well, before I left my campsite, I was putting out my fire, and out of nowhere, Smokey Bear showed up and hugged me?
So you drowned the fire, you stirred it, drowned it again, and felt that it was cold?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. He likes it when people correctly put out their campfires. He's pretty big on wildfire prevention. He's just letting you know you did good with a hug. He's a hugger.
I just got a bear hug from Smokey Bear. Status update.
All right, I'm going to let you go now. I've got a lot of ranger stuff to do. There are many ways to start a fire, but one sure way to put it out. Learn how you can do your part at SmokeyBear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Sponsored by the U.S. Forest Service, Ad Council, and your state forester.
Everyone wants their brand. Everyone wants to promote their brand. Well, there are many ways to do it. And here at Pronto Printing, we specialize in screen printing, embroidery, banners, vinyl cutting, vehicle graphics, and more. We do it all. Start your business off with proper promotion at Pronto Printing, 134 Evergreen Place, East Orange, New Jersey, Suite 904. You can contact us, prontoprinting973@gmail.com. Pronto, the only way to go. If you want that 100% unprocessed virgin hair, shop at B. Antonio's Hair and Beauty Supply, 114 1st Street, Elizabeth, New Jersey. Open 7 days a week, Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Contact 908-353-6346. We are also available online, www.bantoniohairsupply.com. Make sure you follow us on IG, Bantonio_908. The hair supply Locker Room Confession presents LRC Activewear. Be bold, style, and strength. All available online. Just go to www.lrcactivewear.com, your clothing line to shop. Nonfiction Radio. Since 2012, we've been flooding the airwaves with content, music, talk, and so much more. And now we've elevated from the basement to the top floor. Join us at our new location, 134 Evergreen Place, Suite 904, East Orange, New Jersey. 7 days a week, we are working. Jersey's #1 radio station. Download that free app now. Jersey, let's go.
What's up, New Jersey? It's your boy Murph, and I'm here on Nonfiction Radio to tell you about the best way to turn up whenever it's time to celebrate. I'm here to tell you about that Wavy Baby. Right now, we off that Wavy Baby drink. Make sure you visit www.wavybabydrink.com or follow us on Instagram at Wavy Baby Drink so you can try that blue pineapple, green apple, and peach passion flavor Wavy Baby. Wavy Baby, don't worry about what's in my cup. No need for a chaser. Fill that thing up. Don't worry about what's in my cup. No need for a chaser. Fill that thing up. Wavy Baby.
The next big thing, the heavy hitter DJ Walla, and that new trend has arrived by Avor Couture. When it comes to that drip, there's only one place to shop. Visit shopavor.com. Wholesale and retail available. Visit the new showroom, 134 Evergreen Place, East Orange, New Jersey.
One in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Years 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mama. In other words, my mom has been living with type 2 diabetes for almost 10 years. So together, we want to say to the 84 million Americans at risk, exercise and healthy eating can help reverse prediabetes. Start by taking a simple 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Bet he can't say that in reverse.
Whoa.
Yeah, somebody else.
Humble Smith.
Mr. James. Let the people done the ask. Now which Baba do the jazz? Jerry Baba do well for me. Now my life is done better. Not because I suffer fast. Not because I pray and fast. No be your show, no be jazz. Up what Daily Bosinachi, Kamukwa, Bosinachi, One Bosinachi, Aquachi, Daily Bosinachi, Mama, Bosinachi, Tabife, Bosinachi, Aquachi. I say my property, Sinachi. Say I don't know, Sinachuku. My winning power, Sinachimo. Even my melody, Sinachi. Now they ball they go Dubai. Everything we see we buy. Now God doing it no be lie. Tell Mr. Poverty who Dubai. Chevy, then we say we no go make. But Olu has proved them wrong. It's so large my bank account you. Tell me why I no go shout. Not because I suffer fast. Not because I pray and fast. No be your show, no be jazz. Makwachi Daily Bosinachi. Kamukwa Bosinachi. One Bosinachi Aquachi Daily Bosinachi Mama Bosinachi Tabife Bosinachi Aquachi. I go name my first daughter Sinachi. My loving mother Sinachuku. Promotion letter Sinachi. Iyawomi Sinachi. Now we shutting down Malaysia. Every show the boy they conquer. Thank you, Lord, you showed me love. Now I know I'm not alone. I go sing praises from house to church. I go throw party for every town. See my motto, see my mouth. Tell me why I no go shout. Not because I suffer fast. Not because I pray and fast. Not be your show, not be jazz. Aquachi Daily Bosinachi. Kamukwa Bosinachi. One Bosinachi Aquachi Daily Bosinachi, Mama, Bosinachi, Tabife, Bosinachi, Aquachi.
Ekene kene lumoli sabine ligwe dali nemezi no mo biama. One na ya ni mendo mo iga fona chukwe mego na kabo isacha. God I beg you don't leave me oh. Okwikwe lukwa sini bara kumo. Abobi niwe oh. Wesi mugo libe oh. One kwima no keki neke di koko topo. I'm American toro makan bi ogoro someday. Fixing the jazz on the boy to my fast man a hammer on and go singing a dio go. Every day in the better. Sineki when you move this in now when we friends and my family and fans and I made the money dance. Now one day I'll go to jazz. I wish you Baba do the jazz. Hey, Baba do well for me. Now my life is done better. Not because I suffer fast. Not because I pray and fast. No be your show, no be jazz. Aquachi. Bosinachi. Kamukwa Bosinachi. One Bosinachi. Aquachi. Bosinachi, Mama, Bosinachi, Tabife, Bosinachi, Aquachi, Akarakam Sinachi, Humble Sweet, Yo, DG Records, Mixing is in the Foster.
Suba no,
Okay, thank you all for staying tuned. Welcome back to Nonfiction Radio, and this is Success Today. My name is Mary, like I said earlier on, and I'm in the studio with Dr. King. I didn't ask you. You let me say.
Dr. King is in the house, stereo up channel. You're always looking for my trouble.
Where did you keep it? Like you have some? You have some trouble kept somewhere. Okay, our primary aim is to add value to our listeners around the globe, because we know that everyone is listening around the globe. Okay, something very funny happened. Social media is crazy. Social media is savage. Like, someone sent me a message and said, I noticed that the songs on your playlist are the same.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, seriously? Are you even listening to what we're doing, or you're concerned about our songs?
But that's a good one.
Like, good. Why is it
No,
good?
no, no. You know,
so I had to tell the guy, like, no, he's not having an issue whether it's about success or not.
Okay.
Do you understand? Like, tell me, are we supposed to, because it's Success Today, so all the songs we're going to be playing has to just be on, what is that?
No, that's not the aspect I'm looking at.
Oh,
what
okay.
I'm trying to say is about, probably the guy is looking at from the point, like, you need to keep doing things differently and all of that.
Yeah, okay, what he's saying is, okay, I'll show you the message later. What he's saying is, like, since I've said listening to you is the same songs on repeat, like, so I'm like, just listen to the program, okay? Get the message, get what we have for you, not to pick at my playlist. But why,
okay,
dude?
okay.
Why?
The point.
I told him that, okay, never mind, we're going to readjust our playlist. And funny enough, we've submitted some songs. They're just I
can buttress that.
They're just on
technical issues.
No, not. Is it technical issues? No, we're waiting for approval. That's the word.
Oh, okay.
Approval, yeah. So we could use them. So when I read the message, and I was just laughing, like, seriously, guy, just listen to the message. Tell us we're doing a great job. Tell us you're enjoying this program. Not picking on my songs.
Enjoy the song. That's what he's pointed out.
Yeah, he said the songs will make me keep listening. Like, just changing the beat. Like, I said,
that's
okay.
a good point for me. That's a very good point. That shows somebody out there is just keeping a tab on every
and really monitoring, like,
it's
savage.
Okay.
But, you know.
It's a welcome one. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So that he wouldn't say I didn't appreciate that.
Sure.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I said we're going to be talking about daily success strategies and workplace mental health. Okay, so which do we start with?
Let's start with the workplace mental health.
What if I say no?
There's always a two side of the coin.
You have no option if I say
sure.
no. Okay, so you go
No,
first.
but it's okay.
Yeah,
There's
workplace
no
mental health. Let's start with that.
Because the whole holistic reason why we live, it's either to make an income or make wages.
Okay.
Now, when I say everybody is involved in one workplace or the other, either formal or informal.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so some people work in a structured environment. Some people, like majority of the people in the United States, they do quite a lot with creating their own businesses, and some of these businesses are from the house. So work for many people is from the house. Work for some people is in the office. And so for some, both
it's on the street.
On the street, like the main street, you understand what I'm saying? Hustling every day, trying to make ends meet. And for some, it's both office and work together. So we're going to look at it holistically. So when you say workplace mental health,
Mm-hmm.
I think the things that are crucial here has to be like looking at yourself holistically, making sure that there's a balance, because workplace mental health, like I said, could start from right in your house, and it could be on the street, and it could be in a structured office like we are in here. And so wherever you find yourself, whatever you're trying to do, the first and the most important thing is that you look at yourself and make sure you place a demand on yourself that you are going to keep fit, that you are not going to break down in the course of whatever you are trying to achieve as your goal in life. And so mental health basically has a lot to do with your emotional stability. Once we don't place value on our emotional stability, you see a lot of people having depression. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. You see a lot of people having issues with their health. You see a lot of people, some other time you hear some of the great guys doing some massive thing out there. All of a sudden you just hear they commit suicide and they died. Do you know the reason? The reason is because this issue we are talking about today, the workplace mental health, somehow they're more cautious about what they are trying to achieve, but they are not cautious about the body they are using to achieve what they are trying to achieve. That's my intro part for today. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We should, as much as we want to achieve our goals and our objective, we should place emphasis on the mental state, the being, the vehicle through which this stuff we're trying to achieve is achieved. That's the emphasis I'm trying to do in the intro session right away.
Okay, so that's beautiful. You are talking more on the health-wise, our body and all of that.
I'm emphasizing that the mental health starts with your emotional stability.
Okay.
And emotional stability is not a one-off stuff. It's a combination of your spirit, your soul, and your body. And so your mental health is a function of the body that is carrying the state of being. Now, the outside being is what majority of the people can see. But the inner being, which is where the mental state starts from, is the emotional being. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I'm saying that as much as we want to achieve our goals, we want to achieve our objectives, we should place emphasis on the being, the body. You understand what I'm saying? Because it is out of the abundance of the being that the work, that the success, that the progress, that the achievement, that all of the things that we want to get done is achieved. So if we don't place emphasis on this body, on this being, it's either through we do drug abuse, substance abuse, drink abuse, a whole lot of stuff all together. But I guess when we keep going in the course of our discussion, we are going to break these things down into a series of things. So let's start from...
Okay. A psychologist, Sherry Campbell, said, you always stay ahead, that no one succeeds coming from behind.
Okay.
Do you understand? Now, looking at this vis-a-vis the workplace health, you understand? In a case where you have a boss, right?
Mhm.
Because going by what she said, no
Mhm.
one succeeds coming from behind.
Yeah.
You know, always stay ahead. Now you have a boss who doesn't give you room for being ahead.
Mm.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
Mm.
Like, you probably have the feeling or the thought that you should probably do something in a particular way,
Mhm.
and then your boss is against it.
Mhm.
So how do you manage it? Because already mentally it's going to affect you. And
Oh,
you know
sure.
what?
It's going to affect your
Someone like
productivity.
me, I wouldn't even find it funny. Like, okay, I'm not trying to be
The boss now to decide for him how
yeah,
it
to
should
be
be done.
egoistic or something.
I
I'm
understand
not
you.
trying to take my boss's seat, but I feel that this is not the right thing to do. At least just give me a listening ear. And then he isn't.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. How do we handle that?
handle it? How do you sort that out? You understand? Because definitely it's gonna affect the mental health at the
Mhm.
workplace. It's gonna affect a number of things.
Yeah,
A number
I
of
quite
things.
agree with you.
Yeah.
What I would say is this: we are living in an economy that your hands and your feet are not tied. You can work out.
Of the job?
Now,
Just
now
like
listen.
that?
Now listen. The truth about it is, yeah, I can tell you that. I can tell you that. Now, you don't stay in a place where you are not celebrated.
So if you're my boss now and we have an issue
Mhm.
and you're not listening, I can
I'm
walk
not.
out.
I'm not going to last in that place. I am talking about myself. I'm not going to last in that kind of environment because the environment that I love is an environment that breeds creativity. The environment that breeds innovation. The environment where team playing is the key.
I have a boss, you know,
Uh-huh.
somewhere,
Mhm.
once upon a time,
Mhm.
and he used to say, I cannot be better than my employees.
Oh.
Yeah, he used to say that, and
I
I think I support him.
I cannot be
yeah,
better.
he can't be better than his
Because that's
employees.
where you
yeah, because he expects
why-
them to bring out the best. So
Yeah.
now imagine a situation where a boss is not like that.
That's what I'm saying. For me, I'm not going to stay in that kind of environment because the whole of my life is built around where I'm celebrated. Once you are not celebrating me, there's no reason for me to stay there. I'm not going to manage what is not going to work.
And you wouldn't try and sit and, you know, okay, you've told us one solution, which
Uh-huh.
is walk away. Are you saying you don't have another option?
Okay,
You probably
there are-
want to list them out. Like, okay, I have 5 options. The first on the list is to walk away. Okay, if I don't walk away, what's the second on the list?
I'm not start. I started with mine because I'm not going to do that. But if it's for other people,
Yeah.
I will first say you can hang out with your boss. You can look for a point of interest. Now, I've discovered one thing. Human beings, they are the same all over the world. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, look for a point of interest of your boss. I know of a guy that went for an interview, and during the interview, as they told him that try and do as much as possible to know about these phases of interview, know about the guys who are going to be asking you questions. Then all of a sudden, he discovered that the guy who was interviewing him loved football so much. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, the guy loves football, and he mentioned something, and this guy started talking about football. And that was the end of the interview. Now, that was an interview, but subsequently, because there was a point of alignment between the boss and himself, something always brings them together all of the time. So I'm saying, if I have someone who is asking me for advice out there, do you understand what I'm saying? I said, look for a point of alignment. Look for something that your bosses love to talk about. Because sometimes, probably, why
Okay, then
he's
you
doing that,
use that opportunity
to first build a relationship with him. Do you understand what I'm saying?
And what if he
Because-
doesn't give room for
Okay,
that?
if he doesn't give room for that, I can call your attention. Can I see you during? Can we go out together? Can we hang out together? If all of that is not an option, then I have gone to report to my superior boss. I'm not going to report him. I'm just going to make a case for myself. I'm not feeling comfortable here.
Okay, because when you use the word report, I was going to say, do you report your boss?
No, I'm not going to make a case.
And then what if it happens that the most superior boss is on the same page with your immediate boss?
So probably all of what I've said starts with everything I've said from the beginning. Then I'm not needed here.
So you move to option 2, you walk away?
Do you know that? No. Do you know that? Do you know that right in the United States, every month, record-breaking job opportunity have been made every month.
Yeah.
As of August, we had 174,000.
So you swap, you move to the next. Is that what you're saying?
No,
I disagree with you.
The economy is a moving one. The economy is not a stifled one.
Yeah, I know.
But
it also helps your career. But it also helps your career.
It helps my career to go to different sectors of the economy and explore. It's not.
Oh my God!
It's not going to.
Why are you looking at it from that angle? No,
I'm not going to sit down in a place and get poisoned. I don't call that
exploration. I don't call. What are you exploring?
You want to poison? You want to poison my mind?
Don't tell me we're about to argue.
I don't want to get poisoned because I want to.
No.
I don't fit into that kind of environment. I don't fit in. I don't fit in.
You know, you wouldn't have the last say. Your voice is louder, but I will have the last say.
Yeah, but we will disagree to agree. But what we are trying to say.
What do you call that? What sort of what's the word?
I'm calling it English? I'm calling
what
that.
What sort of
like,
exploration is that? Like, what are you exploring?
I'm saying that
jumping from one.
Do you want to stay in your comfort zone?
But why don't you just try and yes,
you love comfort zone.
Hold on. But why don't you just try and manage the situation that you have found with that boss? Like, if you jump from there to the next, what makes you think you wouldn't meet something worse?
But I just told you about a lot of people having depression. I don't want my boss to have misery.
Oh my God.
A lot of people are having
this man.
A lot of people are having depression. A lot of people are having mental issue already.
You're not answering my question. Like, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Do you want to leave one place to the next, and you think you wouldn't meet a worse situation there?
I'll wait till when I meet a worse situation.
Because you're telling me of how many job opportunities in America, and I'm like, no, I don't see it from that angle. I see it from the angle of you try and manage the situation. One day you're gonna be a boss yourself.
You manage it. I'm not.
For example, you maybe you're talking like us because you're a boss already, and you have so many people working with you.
And because of the kind of environment that I create.
Maybe that is why you're talking this way. But for someone like me, an aspiring boss. I'm still under somebody.
You're gonna stay there. You're gonna stay there.
But just try and work it out. Like try and work. You can only live if it becomes life-threatening, or if well, that's my opinion. Listeners, I'm not saying we have to follow but I'm just telling you. Everything I'm saying now, I read some of the stuff and what Sherry Campbell said, the psychologist, and I'm just trying to bring a balance.
Yeah,
you understand? I'm not saying you have to follow mine, but I'm saying the only time I can live is when it becomes life-threatening or really, really unbearable. But if not, you can manage it. Like, just try and work it out. And that was the first option you gave. So I stick with your first option. I don't succumb to the second at all. The only time I can hold on to the second and talk about walking away is when it becomes life-threatening.
Okay.
Like, seriously. That's going to be the only when violence is involved and all of that.
No, you don't even have to. Do you know that even the workplace, you are not supposed to raise your voice against either your
employer or employee.
Colleague.
Okay.
You can't do that.
Yeah, I'm not saying so, but I'm
saying... So it must never even get to life-threatening, because when it gets to that, it becomes a criminal offense.
Yeah, okay. But what I'm just trying to say is...
Don't walk away.
Yes, you should try and make it work. That's what I'm saying.
I'm telling you.
Make it work.
I'm telling you that.
Sit down, try and talk to your boss, try and bring in... why are you doing like this?
Talk to your boss. I'm not the owner of the company.
Oh my God. Yeah, but you want to make it work. Like, okay, so you leave this place and you move to the next, and then you meet a worse challenge, and then you stay 3 weeks.
surely they will
dust
ask
your
you,
shoe,
what's your worst case scenario?
and then you move to the next.
Do you know one thing? People will always
I guess
ask
I'm
you,
tired.
what's your worst case scenario? I said, I can't work with a boss that is naughty, that is bully. You know, bullying.
But how will
is
you
a
know
danger.
before you get there? You can't know.
So I've said it as the things I'm not going to take, because in life you have to set standards for yourself. You're going to set things that you are not going to accept from people.
No, you should be tolerant. In life, we learn to be tolerant.
Can you imagine that? I hope you practice what you preach.
Oh, sure. You learn to be tolerant, and you don't just walk away like, am I laughing at myself?
Yeah.
Okay. No, on a serious note, there's a stage where I wouldn't be so tolerant, you know. Given my kind of person, I'm allergic to some kind of stuff.
With so much opportunity out there.
I'm allergic to a lot of BS. Like, seriously, I wouldn't. But I'm just saying, if you ask me, with age, maybe I'm seeing it because the more I
grow older?
Yeah, I grow older, I interact with people, I mix up. I say it like, you should give room for corrections, give room to, well, that's just the way I say it.
No,
You
I don't have a
understand?
problem with that, really, because what I'm saying is this. I can walk up to my boss and say, can we hang out? Can we have some time together? Can we do this?
And
Can
if your
we
boss
do
is
that?
very naughty, say, excuse me there, not
Okay.
hanging out.
Then
What are we hanging out
that's
for?
a good one. I can just, everybody has got days that they have their good mood. Do you understand what I'm saying? The guy can't be bad all of the time. Sometimes some of these things that you're talking about may be like a hangover from the challenges at home. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly. I was going to come to that. In fact, you wouldn't believe that is what is here. I said, okay, not me saying, Sherry Campbell said, to succeed, you must create a healthy balance between your personal life and your career life. You understand? You can't misplace the two.
And you can't bring a spillover from your home to your work. Probably you have to keep the one that is troubling you from the home in the shelf of your car. When you're about to step out, you just put it there. You lock the demon in the car, and when you come to the
you
office,
call the demon.
you lock it up in the car and say, "Stay there. When I'm back, then we continue." Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And so,
but it takes a lot of discipline, you know. It takes a whole lot of discipline.
There is a course. There is a course on that line called emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
You know, every employee, every employer should be allowed to take this kind of course, or you read about it. It's emotional intelligence, how to do a balance between your work and your private life. Do you understand? So that these things don't spill into each other. Now, there are 17 positive mental attitudes that every one of us, if you read the book Think and Grow Rich, in one of the chapters, it talks about the 17 positive mental attitudes. These attitudes are things that every one of us need to learn about. When you learn about positive attitude, you will always understand that positive attitude will reflect on everything you are doing. You know why? Because it takes attitude and not aptitude to determine our altitude in life.
Are you rapping?
It takes attitude and not aptitude to determine our altitude in life.
Okay, I got that.
It takes attitude and not aptitude to determine our altitude.
I got that.
I'm repeating it and emphasizing it again, that even for the boss out there, for the employee or the employer out there, it takes a lot of attitudinal development. Do you understand what I'm saying? It takes us working on our attitude. 85% of what makes success.
And you must
in the
never
workplace.
see yourself like you know all.
No,
you must never see
You
yourself.
must
That is why
open.
I so much
must be
admire
open to
that my
change.
boss, once upon a time, the man is like an idol. Yeah, if we are allowed to have an idol, or collection of idols, he's gonna be one of mine. Yeah, because
of the
I mean,
kind
you
of
can never.
workplace environment.
Yeah, you can. Okay, fine. It's a German company. Yeah. So, but you know, such a beautiful, and the man is not a German. You
He's
understand?
been exposed to this attitudinal stuff we're talking about.
You know, it's such a very beautiful environment. He's open to corrections. He's open to suggestions.
That's a
you know,
lovely one.
he will never talk you down. Even the least person in the company can make suggestions.
Do you know why? Do you know why?
Even the least person.
Great companies build what we call innovative
And the
environment.
man is doing so fine. Like,
He will.
seriously
Do you know why?
fine.
Because when you create an innovative environment, that means you are saying your staff or the people on your team can come up with creative ideas of how to get this done in a better way. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
A boss or a leader will cast the vision of the direction the organization is going. This is what we want to achieve. But the best of guys around will come back and say, guys, look, I want you guys to come up with suggestions on how best we can get it done. Do you understand? Now, I read a story about Thomas Edison, the guy that gave us the car. No, sorry, Henry Ford. These guys that came up with the car for us. He will lock up his engineers in a place for 6 months and tell them to design cars in the days when there was no car. Design the car, design the engines. I want you to tax your brain. I want you to bring out the best from your brain. I want you to get it done. He said, sometimes they tell you it's not possible. He said, it's possible. He locked them up. I'll be paying you until you think and you can get it done.
Wow.
And look at it today. Because of one man's decision. Do you know that Henry Ford was never an engineer? He was never an automobile engineer. There was even nothing called automobile engineers of those days. What he only has is what he called creative ideas. I want Americans to have a car running. I want to have a car running for America, and I want everyone in the house to have one of such. So what do you think about such guys? They have to have good attitude that is going to make people work for them, not a repelling atmosphere. Do you understand? If he's got a whole lot of engineer and you have repelling atmosphere, then they will walk away because they will tell you that this place is stifling them. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So
Okay, so part of what she said is regularly share thoughts and be open for feedback. You know, and a number of, like this boss in our case study, not my boss that I'm admiring now, just the boss we're talking of in this case study. Now, for a boss to or for an employee to want to leave, it's possible that such employer is not open for feedback. You understand? And it goes a long way in killing the career, the business, the company, everything, because you don't even know what is happening. You don't know. Such person wouldn't even be encouraged to open the suggestion box. Let's assume there are suggestion boxes around the company. Such persons may not even be encouraged. Like, what do I need it for?
Just get bottled up.
I've taken decisions. I know what I want to do, and which, of course, is very wrong. You should have, you should be able to open your suggestion boxes. You know, there are Fridays. My idol boss dedicates to that. You know, there are Fridays where we all gather in the conference room, and we bring out all the suggestion boxes. Yeah, the cleaners go around, gather all the suggestion boxes, and then we bring it and put it on the table. So we have people who will read it out, we have people who will discuss it, and then my boss just listens.
Yeah, that's a fantastic one.
He doesn't interrupt. He doesn't say nothing.
Do you know why he's doing
that? And you
that?
know, those that are putting in the suggestions, it's a combination of visitors and staff. Everybody puts in suggestions. And you know, there was a suggestion where someone said, for the whole of the first floor, we cannot have just one microwave. It was funny, you know, but you know, it was a beautiful one.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful one. There was another person that said, for the whole of the first floor, 2 bathrooms are not okay. You understand? So, you know, it made my boss laugh, and he was like, oh, this must be one of the cleaners that put this in. You understand? And then, but he refused to collect the paper, because collecting, you might almost predict who has that handwriting. You understand? So, you know, and we just table everything down. We read through. Everyone is opportune to
say something.
Yeah, to comment on it.
That's
Although we have those that are reading and those that are listening and those that are commenting, but everyone is opportune, except him. Except him. He can talk if he wants to, but he has to be. He can't be biased. It has to just be a general comment. He's not going to probably pick on, why are you complaining that there is only one microwave for the first floor? You don't have to complain. Like, I spent so much money in paying you all, in doing this. No.
Do you know why he's doing that? If you are going to be better in life, you must learn not to be bitter.
Yeah.
To become better in life, you must take bitterness out of your life. Bitterness hinders you from becoming better. So he's opened and is saying, okay, because I want this organization to be better, there's nothing you say that I must be bitter against. Do you understand?
Oh,
And
sure.
so most time when people are not open to some of these principles that we are sharing about today, or probably they didn't go for trainings about some of these pathway to success, you find out that they get stuck in the middle of their journey. And so many a times it's all about the exposure to learning. You understand what I'm saying? Some organization also encourages a lot of learning. So people get to learn. People get to, you understand, some of these interpersonal relationship skills are being taught in some of the management classes, so that people can get better in their place of work. Because you can't really succeed in life until you work on your attitude.
Yeah. And he has a principle he always talks about, embracing your mistakes and there's this way he puts it, is it not transferring aggression or not transferring
the blame on other people. Yeah, just
embrace your mistakes. If you know, like, okay, although it is Mr. A that made this mistake, but it could have been avoided if I have done this and done this and done this. You understand? So he's always of that principle to, like, I'm just going to embrace this. I'm going to take it as my responsibility. And he taught us a lot about owning up to your own
That's the best way.
Owning up to your own stuff. Like,
that's the best way.
It's your responsibility.
Just accept it.
Accept it. You cannot, in any way whatsoever, shift a blame.
No.
You can't.
That's even a sign of weakness. The truth about life is that when a mistake has been done, just take ownership of it and say, okay, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen again. You learn from it and you don't repeat it again. The other side of what we're discussing right now is what we call, constructive criticism and destructive criticism. Ability for you to both learn how to accept criticism. It doesn't matter how it's coming. Many people have a shield, like, when it's coming, no, you want to cut it off. No. The best way to actually grow in life, and that's what the boss is trying to showcase to you guys, even when the criticism is negative. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not showing on his face.
Yeah,
it's not showing on his mood.
Talking about criticism, there was a time we told him, okay, don't let me say we, I didn't speak that day.
Okay. But that's
as
just
much
the
as
general
possible.
consensus.
Yeah,
It's
you
a
know,
consensus.
after all the suggestions, after reading out everything, we dedicate a whole Friday to it. So we don't do anything. We just probably break for
Your
for
lunch
and then we'll come back and we continue.
That's a training.
Okay, so somebody was like, why is it that there is no sort of leisure in the company? You understand? Like, I think that is probably the only weak part of him.
And do you know that
Because there
this
is
mental
no,
stuff you're talking about, when this kind of stuff is involved in the workplace atmosphere, mental place depression, when there's leisure, like everybody just have like a Friday, we just shut down,
And
once
go
in a while
out
we go out,
something,
you
yeah.
can plan some kind of outing for everybody to the beach, you understand what I'm saying? Like, if not that I have to be in the studio today, 'cause we have this family and friends vacation to Atlantic City, for 2 days.
Why am I just hearing that?
Because we're going to be in the studio.
So you wouldn't have told me. Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. I said I didn't want to bother talk about it because we are going to be in the studio. Definitely, it's not worth talking about because then I'll be crying like it's the studio that didn't allow me to go for a vacation. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So you were gonna go on a vacation without?
I was told that we should.
It's okay. It's okay.
Do you
It's okay.
understand
I'm just
what I'm
gonna plan mine as well.
You can't go because you have to be in the studio.
Why can't I go?
You have to
It doesn't have
it
to
on
be on a
weekday.
Saturday.
Oh, sure. So it's good. So when
what are
you're
you
planning yours,
saying?
let me have a
I wouldn't
notice about
tell you. Like seriously, because you didn't tell me.
I didn't say I'm the one that planned it.
Okay,
I
let's
was
just go back to what we're
invited
talking about.
To be part of that, and we cannot
I
go.
said never mind.
I've heard you. So we plan workplace leisure. Huh?
Okay.
Where there's workplace leisure, like taking everybody out. You understand?
So when are you taking me out? Like
I do that every Saturday.
wow. Oh my God! Like bringing me here.
We drive
driving
together.
here and
We take
driving.
breeze.
What breeze? Like seriously.
Come on, be serious.
Oh my God! Did you just say that on air?
No.
What breeze?
Do you know what? I'll plan one for you today.
Excuse me, I don't want. I'm not interested. Okay, so he always says leisure can wait.
Okay.
And that is the part they attacked him on, that they like, boss, you always say leisure can wait, leisure can wait, leisure can wait. Like, why does it have to wait? His is about work, work, work. And a number of people believe that he would tell you, you want your leisure time, you grab that on Saturdays and Sundays.
Sure.
Out of the workplace.
Sure.
But a number of people don't succumb to that. They're like, why should I grab my leisure just on Saturdays and Sundays?
So when should have been the
see
best?
This is what they're trying to say. Like, as a team, you understand? As a company, we ought to have probably a Wednesday night or a Wednesday evening to go out as a company, or a Friday to go out as a company. That's what they are saying.
So, excuse me, let me ask you a question. You mean if we're 20 in the house, we can't plan without the MD being there and pull the guy to trigger? You just pull a surprise
okay,
one
so
on him?
what? But he doesn't accept that.
No,
I understand what you're saying. You are saying to plan it and just bring him in. But to him, you are tampering with the work time.
No problem.
And
I'm not going to do it on Saturday.
Employees don't want to do it. Employees don't want to do it after work hours. They don't want to do it on Saturdays. They don't want to do it on Sundays. And they don't want to
work hours.
They want to do it during work hours so that everyone can be involved.
No, that's not how it should be done. I would
Why
have,
do you
I would
say
have
so?
loved to pull a trigger on my boss. You know, we plan something. I would say, boss.
When? After work hours?
Listen.
Wait. Is it after work hours?
Listen.
No, wait.
Listen. I'm paying my staff to work. I'm not paying them for leisure.
Like, seriously? No, it's just...
You
it's
can't
just
sacrifice... You mean you cannot sacrifice your own time after work for leisure? You cannot sacrifice your weekend for leisure?
Everyone would not be available at
Why?
that time. Yeah, some people might have some pressing things to do at home.
So why
some
you gonna?
have,
That's
excuse me,
cheating.
there are some
That's
with little babies
you know,
at home.
You know what we're gonna do? If I have to do that,
God.
if I'm the boss, I have to do that. Then I'm gonna cut off the money for that time.
I think it's just common with you men because a woman is gonna
she
accept
goes.
it. Yeah, a woman is gonna accept this.
Here
I'm
she
telling
goes.
you. I'm telling you.
A woman
like,
is
if I'm gonna
visionary.
be, if I'm
A
gonna
woman
be a
who is
boss,
visionary.
if
A
I'm gonna
woman who
be a
is going
boss-
somewhere will not tamper with our work time. That is against the work ethics in this age and time. What you need to do.
Excuse me, you can sacrifice. I mean,
I'm not going to sacrifice my company time for
2
leisure.
hours. Is 2 hours gonna hurt?
Yeah.
2 hours is gonna hurt.
Well, that's the time the best and the biggest
But
business
these
is
people
going to
don't
come.
get time to hang out together.
I
Nobody's
care.
saying you care less. Did you just say that?
I just said it.
Okay, so I think I'm gradually learning because
You know what?
If you're gonna employ me one day, so that's what you're gonna
I
tell
just
me.
discovered that.
Is that what you're gonna tell me?
I just discovered that some of
Okay, can we
you
just close this
ladies,
topic?
some of you ladies are just full of fun and pleasure and all of that. You mean you don't want to sacrifice your time, or you want to take advantage of my company time?
No, it's not like we don't want to sacrifice. For example, you have 50 employees, and they all know that they should be at work between 8 and say 5, right? Or say 8 and 4, and then they have planned that between 8 and 4 they're at the workplace.
Good.
Between probably have to drive home, so between 5
Good.
down, you're at home,
Good.
having to attend to one thing or the
Good.
other. So it's a schedule you're working with. So all I'm saying is between 8 and 4, how about sacrifice 3 to 4?
No.
Why? It doesn't hurt. Like, it's not all the time. This can come up like, excuse me, Dr. King, this can come up like once in a month or once in 2 months. Somebody's asking for every day, every Friday.
Now let me bring my own suggestion.
So this is what you're going to do the day you employ me, right?
Now, what I'm saying is this. Why
I don't even want to work with you.
Everybody in the company pick one Saturday morning and you come back from wherever you are.
But it's not going to be convenient because, like I said, if you have 50 employees and 20 have to attend to one thing on Saturday,
Then
another 20 are available. Hold on.
I just put on my feet.
Oh my God, you know.
Pleasure wait.
What are you putting on what feet? Because you're the boss, yeah?
Pleasure wait.
Okay, we'll all be bosses one day.
Then I'll wait for your invitation during your work hour to come and hang out with you.
Yes, 1 hour is not gonna hurt. That's all I'm saying. 1 hour is not gonna hurt. Like 3 to 4.
I won't even have people on my team that cannot sacrifice outside of their own work days for leisure. I will first ask them for outside of their work days and work time and work hour before I will come eat into my work hour. That's just the truth.
I stand on what I'm saying. 1 hour is not gonna hurt.
I agree, but I'm not gonna do that. So when you start your
I didn't say you have to do it. Like, I'm just telling you, it's not gonna hurt.
I said
people should be allowed. Well, if you ask me, the opportunity for every one of them to come together, you understand, you can hardly get that opportunity.
Because they don't want to do it.
Because they're busy on Saturdays and Sundays. They have only Saturday and Sundays to attend to their families, to attend to several other things. So I think the Saturdays, of course, it doesn't hurt if we can pick one of the Saturdays. But at the same time, the boss should not be selfish.
I stay with the boss.
Also,
as a boss, I stay with the boss.
What are you telling me now? As an employee, I should stay with them.
Work now.
What is that?
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead with your topics.
You need some cane. You need to be flogged.
You know, you're gonna be the boss, and I'll be the employee. So definitely.
No, but seriously, I think even Sherry Campbell said it. You make time for fun.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be at fine. I was going to say that shouldn't be at the detriment of
the business.
No, of the staff.
Oh,
don't eat into their Saturdays and Sundays.
Come
The Saturdays
on.
should be their own time for their families.
Okay.
So you can sacrifice 2 hours.
I'll wait.
One Friday in 2 months. It's not too much. It's not too much. No, make time for fun.
I'll wait.
You cannot keep waiting.
I'll
You
wait.
just keep singing, I'll wait.
I'll
Why?
wait till when you set up your company, then 2 months. Then you see the pressure, it's easier.
Okay, so, well, I wouldn't change what I've said, and I just think it's also part of the setting a balance between your.
No, I didn't have an issue with that. I just felt like we could plan it one way, this way one way, this way one way. One of the days probably can, some of the time.
Okay, so I want us to quickly look at just before we go on a
Short
commercial. Yeah, we still have some minutes. I want us to quickly look at, still on the workplace mental health vis-a-vis success strategies that we're talking about. Yeah. Okay, so now you can't expect too much from an employee when you're not giving your best.
Sure.
You can't expect too much from an employee when you're not giving your best. And
the best in quote means what?
Yes, I was going to ask you, so what are those definitions of best? For example, a good working environment.
Yeah.
You understand? A good working environment.
That's non-negotiable.
Yeah, yeah, but we have to also define the good working environment. You can underpay your staff and say you expect the best from them.
Yeah.
You can't deny them their rights.
No.
You understand?
Sure.
And say you want the best from them, because it's what it's like garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah.
It's like what you put in,
Yeah.
you're gonna get the same results.
It's
you
a law.
understand? So
It's
if you
the
want,
world is guided by
if you
principles
want
and
the
law.
best, you want the best out of your employees.
You give out the best.
You have to give out the best
Mhm.
as well. You must be
Yeah.
willing. Like you should know. Okay, these are just the stuff I need to do to be able to get this from them.
Yeah.
You understand? It's like you said. It's non-negotiable. It's not. And then it should be a habit. You understand? It should be a habit in you. It shouldn't just be, oh, okay, because I want to get this, let me do this. You understand?
Yeah.
It should just be a culture in you. You should know that, okay, this is what I ought to do
Yeah.
as an employer of labor.
Yeah.
You understand? Whether it suits you or not.
Yeah. Even what you're saying right now, there are what we call factors that attract people to work with you.
Yeah.
Right from outside, they can see it on the inside. And peradventure, probably the packaging is good and the product is bad. When they eventually come in, just like I said earlier, they will walk away. Because they will tell you, this place is not suitable for me. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so, many a times, it should be a deliberate plan to sit down when you are doing your vision statement, that you also have what you have, like the core values that guides your organization. There are core values that I'm not going to settle less.
A number of employers don't even follow that.
That's what I'm saying.
A
So
number.
once you don't follow that, then definitely you're going to have the wrong kind of people. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to have the wrong kind of people work for you, you know? Now, definitely.
I've worked somewhere once at a bank, and every morning we have departmental meeting, and we must quote the vision, the mission, and the aims of.
You know why they're doing that?
You know, and the first day I got there, and I sat. My very first day of work there, and I sat in the meeting and was watching. They were just coordinating. I was like, interesting, you know. And I was just taking my time to learning. And after a week, my boss just looked at me and said,
"Nice, your turn.
Okay, go ahead." And I'm like,
you definitely for the first time.
I was
you may not
looking
flow,
like
yeah.
seriously. So I said the vision, I said the mission, I said aim and objective 1 and 2, and when I got to number 3, I was looking like, where
You
is
get
it?
stuck.
Where is it? Where is it? So, anyways, like you said, you're talking about the vision and the mission and all of
Probably
them.
when we come back from commercial.
Yeah, yeah. No, when we come back from the commercial break, I really want us to talk about the 9. Okay, don't let me give a number, but things that kill your career.
Wow, that's a
Yeah, things that kill your career. I really want us to talk about it. So we'll be right back to taking commercial and like 2 songs, and then we'll be right back.
Okay. That's a good
What's up, New Jersey? It's your boy Murph, and I'm here on Nonfiction Radio to tell you about the best way to turn up whenever it's time to celebrate. I'm here to tell you about that Wavy Baby. Right now, we off that Wavy Baby drink. Make sure you visit www.wavybabydrink.com or follow us on Instagram at Wavy Baby Drink so you can try that blue pineapple, green apple, and peach passion flavor of Wavy Baby. Wavy Baby, don't worry about what's in my cup. No need for a chaser. Fill that thing up. Don't worry about what's in my cup. No need for a chaser. Fill that thing up. Wavy Baby.
If you want that 100% unprocessed virgin hair, shop at B.
What's up, New Jersey?
If you want that 100% unprocessed virgin hair, shop at B. Antonio's Hair and Beauty Supply, 114 1st Street, Elizabeth, New Jersey. Open 7 days a week, Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Contact 353-6346. We are also available online, www.bantoniohairsupply.com. Make sure you follow us on IG, bantonio_908, the hair supply you need.
The next big thing, the heavy hitter DJ Walla, and that new trend has arrived by Avor Couture. When it comes to that drip, there's only one place to shop. Visit shopavor.com. Wholesale and retail available. Visit the new showroom, 134 Evergreen Place, East Orange, New Jersey.
Locker Room Confession presents LRC Activewear. Be bold, style, and strength. All available online. Just go to www.lrcactivewear.com. Your clothing line to shop.
Hey, what up? It's your boy DJ S.1738. And you know me and the rest of the gang, man. Each and every day we like to roll around in fresh whips. And we like to keep our whips clean too, man. So if you're in Patterson, New Jersey, go down and see Jay's Soft Touch Car Wash, 6971 Montgomery Street, 973-914-9105. They got the lava wash special for $18, the liquid wrap, the 3M vinyl wrapping, auto body repairs. It's a one-stop shop, baby, for all the fresh whips you got out there.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my. In other words, my mom has been living with type 2 diabetes for almost 10 years. So together, we want to say to the 84 million Americans at risk, exercise and healthy eating can help reverse pre-diabetes. Start by taking a simple 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Bet he can't say that in reverse.
Nonfiction Radio. Since 2012, we've been flooding the airwaves with content, music, talk, and so much more. And now we've elevated from the basement to the top floor. Join us at our new location, 134 Evergreen Place, Suite 904, East Orange, New Jersey. 7 days a week, we are working. Jersey's #1 radio station. Download that free app now. Jersey, let's go.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Today's a new day, but there is no sunshine. Nothing but clouds, and it's dark in my heart, and it feels like a cold night. Today's a new day, but where are my blue skies? Where is the love and the joy that you promised me? Tell me it's alright.
I'll be honest with you.
I almost gave up, but a power that I can't explain fell from heaven like a shower.
When I think how much better I'm gonna be when this is over.
Smile, even though I hurt, see see, I smile. I know God is working, so I smile. Even though I've been here for a while.
What you do?
I smile.
Come on and
smile. It's so hard to look up when you've been down. Sure would hate to see you give up now.
God's people.
You look so much better when you smile. So smile.
Now every day ain't gonna be perfect, but it still don't mean today don't have purpose. Come on.
Today's a new day, but there is no sunshine. Nothing but clouds and it's dark in my heart and it feels like a cold night.
It ain't easy, but
today's a new day. But tell me, where are my blue skies?
Where is that love, y'all?
Where is the love and the joy that you promised me? Tell me it's alright.
The truth is,
I almost gave up, but a power that I can't explain.
That Holy Ghost power, y'all.
Fell from heaven like a shower down.
Now I know we've been hurt, y'all, but still,
I smile.
Come on.
Even though I hurt, see, I smile.
Y'all feel that?
I know God is working, so I smile. Even though I'm in it for a while.
Still,
I smile.
Hallelujah.
I smile. It's so hard to look up when you've been down. Sure would hate to see you give up now.
God's people.
You look so much better when you smile.
Let's go.
For me.
Whoa.
Can you just smile for me?
Whatever you're in right now.
Smile, smile for me.
Smile.
Can you just smile for me?
And my people say,
oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you You look so much better when you You look so much better when you
I say,
you look so much better when you
and while you waiting,
you look so much better when you
and while you praying,
you look so much better when you
look in the mirror.
You look so much better when you
Always remember,
you look so much better when you smile.
Come on.
I almost gave up.
I almost gave up. But that Holy Ghost power, y'all,
Fell from heaven,
came down from heaven. Hardships, difficulties,
right now.
tears, storms. This is what I do.
Even though I hurt, see, I smile.
But that feels good.
I know God is working, so I smile.
All things are working.
Even though I'm in it for a while.
Still,
I smile. Smile.
Hallelujah.
So hard to look up when you've been down.
I know it's hard right now.
Sure would hate to see you give up now.
Because you're a winner.
You look so much better when you smile.
You look better.
So smile.
Dallas.
You look so much better when you
New Orleans.
You look so much better when you
Come on. Cleveland.
You look so much better when you
Detroit.
You look so much better when you
Philly.
You look so much better when you
Jersey.
So much better when you
LA.
So much better when you
All my people say.
You look so much better when you smile.
See, I just don't want you to be happy, because then you gotta have something happen then. I want you to have joy, because can't nobody take that from you. I see you. Smile.
I stand amazed in your presence. There is nothing you cannot do. I stand amazed in your presence. There is joy, peace, and hope. There's no one like you, Jesus. There's no one like you in all the earth. There's no one like you, Jesus. There's no one like you.
also clap to that song.
Yes, you do mighty things. Awesome is your name. Beautiful song. Beautiful song by Sinach. A beautiful gospel artist all the way from Nigeria, Africa. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm a bit excited because Dr. King promised to buy something for me after this.
Yeah. I'll keep to my word.
Like you kept to the word the other time.
Always
You know
do.
how many stuff you've promised. I'm gonna buy you a pizza when we leave here. The pizza enters voicemail.
You didn't remember.
Then I didn't remember. I did.
Today's own. I'll keep my word.
Okay. I hope so. All right. Before we return, hopefully we should stay this way. Okay. Hopefully we should be rounding up soon. But I said we're going to talk about the things that kill your career.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we do that, I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw something very, very crazy. Like, okay, so it says the best graduating student of, this is embarrassing, like, and my people over there, if they listen to this now, they'll be like, seriously, did you just do this to us on international radio?
Sometimes, probably.
Okay, so the best graduating student was given a tuber of yam and a fowl.
Wow. What's he going to use that for?
Oh my! I want to believe that
But
this
that's
is
a
just
comedy.
Yeah, I want to believe.
That's a comedy. That's just to make. That's just want to. You know, it's one of those things that we're just talking about. Some of the time when people have stress at work, you just get good comedy like this.
You know, I just kept on laughing. I'm like, who does that?
Do you know
I
that?
finished. Yes.
That
yes.
removes stress from the body also.
You know, I finished laughing and wondering, like, who does that? Why are these people so backward?
No,
This,
but
and
that's
that.
not real.
Then I looked a second time and I saw, oh, okay, these people are just fooling around.
That's not real. It's just
and the
comedy.
guy held the fowl like this.
It's comedy. It's just to make the atmosphere very
Yes,
exciting.
but oh my God, tears in my eyes.
Yeah,
No,
it's
you know,
good.
before I read, it didn't look okay. So, the group that posted that on social media, they hardly involve themselves in all these comedy skits.
Oh, okay.
So
So
I
it
didn't
looks
think
so
of it as a
real.
comedy. I just thought this is real. So I was like, why are these people so backward? Like, and then the next thing I look at, like
comedy.
seriously, now how the foul this way and they
Look at what they are giving to me for all the 4 years
the
I've
best
been through
graduating
school.
student. Oh my God. Okay, so let's get serious and okay. Things that kill your career. You want to start, or do you want me to
No, you
list
start.
list the stuff
List
that I
it.
have
Yeah,
penned
list-
down, and then we could just discuss them. Okay, over promising and under delivering.
Wow, that's a good killer.
Over promising and under delivering. Then we have not learning a new skill. Not learning a new skill. We have fear of change. We have ego. We have losing sight of the big picture. Negativity. We have low emotional intelligence, like you mentioned earlier, and then playing politics. Yeah. Okay, those are 8. Okay, so which one do you want to discuss first?
Let's start with the first one.
Over promising and under delivering.
The general rule of thumb for work is for you to under promise and over deliver.
Okay.
Not over promise and under deliver. You should under promise and over deliver.
Okay.
That makes you a man of integrity or a woman of integrity. That's one. The benefits that you also derive is that people love your customer service. They look at you as someone who is always rapt at getting things done. Like you said, I'm going to deliver your books to you in 10 days' time. Like my daughter get her eyeglasses, and they said it's going to be 7 working days. But in 4 working days, they called us. Wow. You know what I said? This first thing you mentioned was what came to my mind, and I told them, I said, wow, you under-promise us and you over-deliver. So you can see the kind of excitement that comes through from me. That means I will also be able to tell other people, you know, the best form of marketing for your business is word of mouth. a satisfied customer is better than 67 people that keep talking about what you are doing and nobody is coming in. But when somebody is satisfied, he can actually tell other people that these guys, they are great guys. So we all should learn how to, in promising people, under promise, over deliver in quality.
Okay.
We can just take
not
them
just
one
in
at a
not
time.
just in quality, not just in
Even-
quality,
even
in
in keep-
everything.
yeah, in keeping our
everything.
words.
I mean, even your services,
Yeah.
whatever you're rendering, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
I think you should make it a watchword, and
That you
your
will under
word should
promise.
be your
Yeah,
bond.
your bond.
You can't tell someone that
I'm gonna do
I'm
A.
gonna do this, and you can do it. You understand?
And you
Or
you
end
actually
up- oh my
discover that
God,
these
is
people
this
are
because
waiting.
of the laughter? Don't worry,
Okay.
I'm fine. Okay, so you can overpromise and
Under-deliver.
underdeliver. You
It's
know,
not
it
good
goes
for
a long way in killing your
Yeah.
career. It goes a very, very long way. You wanna be a boss one day. You wanna be super at your game.
Yeah.
You wanna be on top of your
Yeah.
game. You can't overpromise and underdeliver.
It
It's
will
not gonna
even
work
hinder.
out. It's
It
gonna
will
kill-
hinder. It will hinder promotion.
yeah,
it will
it's
kill
gonna
the
kill a
business.
number of things, and your customers can never be happy with
Oh,
that.
sure, they
You're gonna
walk away.
lose a number of customers,
They walk
and
away.
then and then you're just gonna be you're gonna be the owner of the company and your own customers. So
Yeah.
you buy or you
And
use
so-
your own services.
And so one day you come and you discover that
And
the
at
business
the end
is
of the day, you realize that even those that are very loyal to you will walk away
Yeah.
because they will feel like, if I'm loyal to you, I'm patronizing you,
you're
even when
not
your
doing the same.
services are not nice. Can't you just decide to make a change one day?
Yeah.
And all of that. Yeah, so it goes a long way in killing your career. And so you want to be successful? I mean, come to think of it, it can work out.
Yeah.
It can work out that way. You must try to make your customers happy. You must try to put a smile on their face. I
Sure.
mean, when the feedback is coming back, is that English right? When the feedback is coming back? Okay, whatever. I mean, when you're trying to get your feedback, it should be positive feedback.
Yeah.
Even if you're gonna get criticisms, it should be criticisms that are constructive. You
Yeah.
understand, to help your business.
Yeah.
So you cannot go against that principle. And then you have to learn a new skill.
That you can't overstate that. That is so paramount if businesses are going to succeed. You know, every day new technology, new skill, new things are coming out to enhance productivity, effectiveness, and efficiency. You know, and so when these tools are coming out and you're not learning, you remember one of the days we said, for you to actually enjoy whatever you're doing, you have to learn before you earn, then you can rest. So if you don't learn new skills, then the way I used to put it like this, he said, only fools don't have tools. So the skills are the tools that you use to enhance your productivity. So only fools don't have tools. A doctor has got tools, lawyer tools, every trade tools. And so the same thing, if you're going to actually succeed in whatever you're doing, learn new skills, because these things are going to bring enhancement.
And you know, nobody can hold you to ransom when you learn a new skill.
That's
like
true.
nobody. You know,
That's
if there's
true.
one thing I like about myself, I like to learn new things. Like if there's something I have to reach out to you for, I'm not saying I want to be an island of myself.
Yeah.
No. But if I have to reach out to someone for something, I should be able to do that thing, even if it is up to 50%.
That's not bad.
You
That's
understand?
not
And
bad.
I'm sure there are people that will even earn for a higher percentage than 50. You understand? Nobody's asking you to be jack of all trades.
Yeah.
But at least
Learn.
try and learn a new skill.
Learn.
Nobody can hold you to ransom. Nobody can. You don't have to even spend so much money to be able to.
You expose your mind. That's what we call mental
Well,
development.
your career gets killed
Ah, yeah.
when you
You
don't
just
learn
stay on the
something
same
new.
position. Yeah.
You just oh God, what's wrong
You're
with
looking
me
for the
today?
right
And the,
word.
and the right
No,
word.
sometimes you might be
Yeah, but I
looking
was
for the
just gonna
right
say, just gonna say, you don't is it stereotype? Is it
Yeah,
a word?
like get stereotypes, stay on the
just a
same position,
particular
doing the same thing over and
Yeah,
over.
try and look for how to
Better
learn a
ways
new
of getting things
skill.
done,
It doesn't
yeah.
hurt. It doesn't hurt. And these days, you even get to learn some of those things nearly free.
You know, we're even told that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and again and expecting a different result. So if you're going to be sane in this kind of world that we are in, you need to keep fanning the flame, learning new things. It will give you speed in whatever you're trying to do.
Yeah, okay, so we'll move to the next one, which is fear of change.
Oh, that's the killer. Do you know that the fear of change has killed more people than the change itself?
Okay. Killed more people or their career or
Kill
everything in...
both their career, even people. You know, each person, your career is an embodiment of your personality. And so the moment you have this fear factor, you know there's this program they used to show on the TV, they call it the fear factor. And if you can actually go through your fear, at the end of the day, sometimes you win like $50,000. You know, but you have to go through a lot of rigorous process, overcoming your fear.
Does that involve, maybe you should go participate. Does it involve staring at probably a collection of many holes together? Oh my God, I'm scared of that. Like staring at a beehive.
It's not just staring. I watched one the other day.
I would faint.
Do you know what?
Just faint. I would faint there.
They put honey all over you and release the whole beehive to start. They sting you and you still have to get some things done.
God.
So you
What
you
is
have
that?
to, no, you have to.
That's
no.
not fun.
No,
I
listen.
guess they are specially paid for that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't even dare. I
No,
wouldn't
no,
even
no.
dare.
No. There are some aspect of these things that I wouldn't do, just like you said, because like they give you a bucket of cockroaches
To do what?
to eat.
Eat?
Oh, sure.
Eat?
Life.
Eat?
Life.
Eat it.
Life. Fear.
What is live? Is it?
You eat it live
is
in the
it-
front
is
of
it
the cameras.
Okay,
No,
eating it live in front of
Yeah,
camera,
you're
or the
gonna-
cockroaches alive?
They are both alive and you are eating it in
Okay, can we not talk about this? Can we not talk about
Can
this?
you imagine?
Like, seriously?
Okay. Now, so the other aspect of it, this fear of change that we are talking about.
Okay.
Now, the truth about life is that the only thing that is constant in life is change.
Mm-hmm.
If you refuse to change, one day change will change you.
Okay.
Those who refuse to change, they live in chain.
Chains. Yeah.
Chains.
Okay.
Chains. So if you refuse to change, you live in chain to your fear. The only thing constant in life is change. And if you don't want to change, one day you wake up and you discover that change has changed you. Change has actually changed your position about whatever you refuse to change about. So if there's anything we need to do, we need to be positive. We need to be positive. You know, I was writing in the middle of the night, and one of the things I wrote is that one of the lines just came to my mind now. Whatever brought you to this level is not what is going to take you to the next level.
Okay.
So you need to get open to new things, and that's the fear. You know, we don't want to leave our comfort zone, because most of the times this fear of change has to do with comfort zone. The same way we've been doing things, we've got into a level that we feel comfortable, we want to conform. You understand? And the more you want to conform, the more you don't want to experience change, because you are afraid that that change is going to place some level of demand on your body, some level of demand on your mental state. But the truth about life is that when you look at the Columbus of this world that discovered the land called America, they had to leave wherever they are to go discover a newfound world, a world that never existed. Sometimes along the journey, they lose their life. Sometimes they go through a whole lot of horrible things. Sometimes they had collisions and their boat and their ship capsizes, and they have to go back and you understand what I'm saying? They have to re-strategize again and say, we must get these things done. You know, I think the world we are in right now, everybody needs to come out of their shell. We can't continue to live in fear.
You
Fear
know,
will hold
once
you
upon a
back.
time, I do live in that kind of fear, like fear of change.
Mm.
I'm always looking at it like, okay, so what if it turns out this way? What if it turns out this way? I just don't want to, I just get comfortable with that very state that I am, and I'm like, okay, it's just fine this way.
That's one. Another
You know?
thing about that is actually the pain that comes with change. We don't want to experience pain.
No, most of us don't want to.
But the truth about it is this, that you see,
But it kills your career,
yeah,
you know,
we have
if you
to.
don't.
We also have to rewind the way we think. That
And you have to move with the time.
then you have to tell yourself,
You know?
I have to turn my pain to gain.
Hmm.
That no pain, no gain. So if this career is going to move to the next level, there's some level of pain that I must have, some level of discomfort to have comfort.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Talking about this fear. How do you help it, especially in a situation where it's very, very
It's staring in your eyes.
Yes, and you know that you feel you have the option of not, for example, you want to do something and you have the option of not doing it.
Sure.
You understand? But doing it is going to probably move your company to the next level
Sure.
or move you to your next level.
Sure.
You understand? And then you just feel you don't want to do it. You understand? You know that it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to kill your career.
I understand.
You
I
understand?
understand.
In
Yeah.
this case, although we are talking about things that kill the
Yeah.
career, now in this example, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to kill your
It may
career.
just give you a hedge. Doing it may give you a hedge.
An edge, yeah. So,
Competitive
but
advantage.
Yeah, but at that stage, you're like, okay, I don't even need that edge. Let me just remain where I am. You know. I mean,
Nike said one word, just do it. He said, this is our brand slogan, just do it. You may not feel like doing it.
Yeah.
You may not even feel like it's going to work out well. Just do it. You know, it's not really the success, it's the process. It's the things that, you know, the things we learn in the journey while we are doing these things that really count. A time is going to come in our life when you look back at the things we are doing right now. You will also look at the price and the things that we have to give up to get to this level, so you will understand. So the encouragement I'm giving to somebody out there is that, look, everybody have got one level of fear or the other. The only thing that we all try to do is that we master our fear. We just do it.
Master your fear.
You master your fear. You just do it.
Okay. I'm gonna try because
Try.
I have a number of things that I really get scared about when it comes to changing from one
understand.
thing to
It's
another,
all of us.
trying
I
to
have got my
grow
own fear.
and all of that. But
just do it.
Master your fear.
Master your fear.
Okay.
Somehow you also have someone hold your hand and say, let's walk through this together.
Okay.
I will be available.
I think that is going to be my major take home for today. Master your fear. All right. Listeners out there, thank you for staying tuned to Nonfiction Radio. Success today. We come on air every Saturday, 12 to 2 p.m. I'm grateful to God that we didn't come in late today.
You mean our time is over?
Yes, it's over.
Oh
Are you
my
not seeing
God.
it? 57. So
Wow.
time is really running fast.
Come
Thank you so much for staying tuned. We couldn't really cover all the points we're going to talk about: ego, losing sight of the big picture, negativity, low emotional intelligence, and playing politics. We couldn't get to talk about them, but we could always revisit this on Saturday, 12 to 2 p.m. We should always keep it a date with us. I mean, we are here to add value, nothing more.
Sure.
We're not taking anything from
Sure.
anybody.
Yeah.
We just want to add value to everyone. I really want to appreciate the management, want to appreciate our engineers at the back. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for staying tuned and holding it down with us. We really, really appreciate you.
Yeah.
We send a big shout out to everyone. We'll sign out with 1 or 2 songs and see you next Saturday.
Enjoy your day.
but you didn't say why.